Studying to be a lawyer?
Yes.
And then you start doing OnlyFans while you're at university?
Yes.
What made you get into it?
Because I saw how much money other people were earning, and I was thinking, hey, I can do this too. And then it turns out I'm pretty good at getting my clothes off, and I was like, this is a career for me.
What did he say?
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel and thank you for watching. This topic was recommended to me by YouTube, and the video was interesting. It talks about OF girls in football, and I found it very interesting, and that's why I'm gonna watch it and comment on it. Feel free to get in the comment section down below and give your opinion. The original video, I'm gonna put the link in the description box down below so you can click and go support that brother. The channel is called Fet Mima. Very good YouTube channel that I just discovered a few days ago. A disclaimer though, this is not me pointing fingers on girls. This is me talking about the society.
Here we go.
If you watch football and you're on social media, you may have noticed over the last few years that OF creators have slowly made their way into the football zeitgeist. These creators often adopt a team and implement questionable marketing tactics to gain clout, money, and sims.
No passion, there is no vision, there is no aggression. Birmingham City have, for some bizarre reason, sacked Wayne Rooney.
We have got another season trophless. I just can't take it.
You what he did it. He was perfect. No something like that. That's it.
So why and how is football being used by...
Well, I have to say that that intro is dope. It's fire. Kind of tells you everything that he's going to talk about in the video. So congratulations, brother, for that intro, because it's really dope. And it tells you how sensational this video is gonna be. So stay tuned until the end because it's gonna get very interesting.
creators to promote their adult content.
What he did it. He was perfect. No something like that. That's it.
So why and how is football being used by creators to promote their adult content?
Fat, P-H-A-T, pretty hot and tempting.
You could have endless conversations about the ramifications of OF and all the ways in which it's ruining society. But in order to understand how these creators are using football to market their product, we need to understand how the OF industry works. We all get the basic concept of it. You get your kebab or sausage out and people pay a subscription to view it. But it actually goes far deeper than that. There are many ways you can go about starting an OF. 1. Become a celebrity or influencer with an already established audience and launch an account, which is pretty much guaranteed money because of the curiosity factor. But examples of this can be seen from Iggy Azalea and Bad Baby, who have generated millions overnight. 2. Start from the ground up. Maybe you're a guy or a gal that wants to make some money as a side hustle and you don't mind getting your kit off, and maybe you can become a popular creator. And number 3, which applies to the last two, OF management companies. Oftentimes these agencies are run by Andrew Tate wannabes or OF creators themselves. These agencies will scout talent on Instagram and other social media and approach marketable talent with the opportunity to make money on OF by doing everything for them, such as filming content, scheduling campaigns and posts, and interacting with subscribers in the DMs, in exchange for a percentage of the revenue. So if you're horny and you're paying to talk to someone, there's a high
Wow. There are so many ways on getting to the business. You can get it by yourself by pretending to be a football fan and put your shirt on, and people who follow you, you tell them to go and subscribe to your page. And also there are also managing companies. Yeah, I think I heard that somewhere else and I didn't believe it, but it looks like certain names, also certain big names on internet are just like using girls and then promoting them and then getting a percentage from everything that they got.
possibility it's not actually them or AI. But the main thing with these methods, depending on being successful, is how good the product they're selling is. Basically, how fit they are or the production quality. And, of course, marketing. Now these days, the OF industry has become incredibly oversaturated.
You got like the entire team of production. So like how the quality of your videos are, the quality of the work that you do. So you have like a director directing you behind the camera what to do and what to wear and what to say. Oh my Lord. And also he's talking about the market is, you know, saturated at the moment. So you need like a very, very good campaign to promote your product.
Due to the low barrier to entry, money that can be made, COVID, and the liberation of being self-employed, which has led marketing tactics getting more and more creative to get simps to part with their money. So how does football play any part in this? Well, due to the need to get creative with marketing, primarily British OF creators have essentially been handed a golden ticket to get their product out there. Football. Football, specifically the Premier League, has millions and millions of viewers every single week.
Okay, so I see. Just because the market is so saturated, and when the market is saturated, you don't get many clients. So they came up like OF in UK. Now it's going all over the world. They are using the same. They are using the Premier League. They are using the NFL. They are using basketball. So you go behind being a fan of, you know, something popular, and then from there, you can attract more clients to your page. Wow, that is very, very interesting.
All across the globe, which the majority all just so happen to be the same exact target audience these creators are looking to market their product towards: men. So what's the problem with OF creators promoting their product? It's the free market. Well, it's not so much the product that's the problem, it's the tactics that are used to promote it. For example, one creator who is apparently a Liverpool fan tweeted a video of a minute's silence for the victims of Hillsborough, despite the video being about 30 seconds long, stating that there was 96 victims instead of 97, and just generally using the disaster for engagement.
Liverpool and Man U.
Oh my God!
Oh my Lord. She actually used a disaster like that, the fans who died, to try to promote her page on OF. That is criminal in my opinion. That is just like crossing the line. Listen, I'm not here like to point fingers on people. I'm here just to give my side of the story. That is a little bit too much in my humble opinion.
You are playing today, and I want to show my respects to the 96 who passed in the Hillsborough disaster with a minute's silence, which I'm going to commence in 3, 2, 1.
You can't even blow the whistle.
Liverpool, Liverpool.
It's 97, not 96, love. Either you're ignorant.
Dude, it's 97, and then you can't even blow the whistle, and then you can't even count to 1 minute. It's 44 seconds.
It's not cool to not know what you're talking about.
About your own club, or you're doing it for extra engagement, which is very disrespectful. To be fair, you've actually managed to unite Liverpool and United fans through your cheap, self-serving, callous behaviour. Shame on you. And you profess to be a Liverpool fan? Awful take. In fact, engagement baiting is what you could source as the main hatred.
Okay, so engagement betting. That is the name that is called now. Use something popular to try to sell your own product. That was so disrespectful though. People who died, and you come out and try to exploit and make money out of them. Shame on you.
For these OF football girls. But it's taken many forms, from rants about a team's performance that are just so theatrical it's comical, to literally turning up naked outside stadiums on match days.
What?
The OF football phenomenon originally started with the emergence of creator Elle Brooke in 2020.
To be effectively an online stripper. I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, way worse than an online stripper. But
what do you mean, way worse?
Way worse. Online strippers just, you know, naked. I do things that are way more grotesque
Well,
than
just
that.
pornography.
pornography, anything, but it's all within what I want to do, and I absolutely love it, and I'm really good at it.
During the height of the pandemic, everyone was stuck at home, fans weren't in football grounds, and everyone was on social media. So when Man City were playing, she used it as an opportunity to promote her OF and grow her fan base by giving incentives depending on the team's performance.
Okay, so this girl, I actually watched her on Piers Morgan one day. She went there and she was happy, like she was studying to be a lawyer, and she just abandoned, you know, going to school and say, I make 100 times more money and easy work for her than, you know, being a lawyer. She looks very happy and said that she got Lamborghinis and expensive mansions and all that. So it's just making people to believe that you know, everybody can get there and get cheap money.
It was an incredibly smart marketing move to stand out in an oversaturated industry. It was also around this time when a Chelsea supporter by the name of Astrid Wett started her own OF career, using similar tactics to Elle Brooke to build her fan base and become a meme within the football zeitgeist. This is when people really started clocking on how successful this model could be. With
Yeah. So I know the other Astrid Wett, she pretended to be a Chelsea fan. She doesn't understand everything about tactics or anything. She goes and take pictures with all kind of players and say that she went out with them or something like that just to promote herself. But when it comes to like real knowledge of football, no. And even she was supporting Nigeria in the African Cup of Nations because she knows that there are so many people from Nigeria that can subscribe to her page.
Premier League OF creators popping up left, right and middle of the park. No team is safe. Aston Villa, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Spurs and Arsenal all have girls representing them. It's like they're all unofficial ambassadors on a diplomatic mission to make everyone fall out of love with internet football discussion. They essentially use a football team's already established fan base to hack into its one-sided demographic with nudity. As soon as you enter the top 6 in the Prem, some corn bot spawns with your club's shirt on and starts shouting at a camera. Sometimes I pray that we're never promoted to the Premier League just so we don't get one of these fake assigned to us.
Okay, I actually feel quite bad for real female football fans as I've done a bad thing. So when I first started, I thought it'd be really unique to combine football, as I'm a Chelsea fan, with the naughty side, as nobody had really done it before. There were a few that did, but no one was actually a real fan. They would just put on the shirt for clout, and they didn't actually go to games. And that's how I grew so quickly on Twitter and got big. I just did it because I thought it would be funny to see people's reactions, and it basically meant that I could get paid for going to games. Who wouldn't want to do that if you have the opportunity, right? But since then, so many fake female football fans have just spawned out of nowhere, and it's got pretty wild. Like, there's a star for pretty much every club in the Premier League now. And now I feel bad for real female football fans because people will just assume they're doing it for clout or to boost their followers, not because they enjoy going to support their teams like me. So I genuinely do apologise for what I started. I didn't intend it.
But it isn't just their...
Okay, apologize for starting something. First of all, you didn't start and you are using every opportunity you can to just talk about Chelsea and talk about your OF page, and people say that she's not even a proper Chelsea because, you know, she came for success and she's exploiting Chelsea popularity just to get more people. The worst thing about it is like the kid. There are so many young kid, naive kid on YouTube and social media who will be interested and go watch those videos on, you know, compromising website and pay them money to go and have a conversation or a private video with those girls, you know, on their pages. And those people are like, they are not adult yet. I don't want to say certain things because the video is going to be like blocked. But if a man does the same thing that those girls are doing to the little boys on social media, and then it's going to be a crime. But because girls are exploiting those little boys, it's nothing. I've even watched in other shows that have nothing to do with football, and a sister using his little brother who is like 4 years younger than her to promote her OF page. Who does that? And they are talking about everything pretty much. Even the little brother asking what color is her private part. They knew it. They are normalizing it. And even in the same family, the dad is okay with what the daughter is doing. The mom is okay. He's saying you have to pay your brother a lot of money because he's promoting you. And they are giving that 10 years or 12 years old or 13 years old, paying him money on camera. Like, hey, take your 1,000 today. Bam, 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 pay that. So it's becoming something like normal in today's society. The danger with that is you can also cross the line with your brother because there is no boundary anymore. The family understand that. So they're going to find it like, oh no, the society came with rules between families, can't do this and that. And we're going to break that wall. And when you got to that territory, there is no way you can go back.
Online escapades that have made people feel like their marketing has gotten out of hand. Astrid Wet and other creators have posed literally naked outside stadiums on game day, and one Arsenal creator named Bella Mia even received backlash for going to the stadium in body paint. The main argument against going to
Oh my goodness, an Arsenal OF creator went to the stadium, no clothes, but painting her body to cover her private. Who does that?
Stadium naked to promote their OF is that football games are a family event where many kids are present. However, Bella has defended going to the stadium in body paint, stating, "Nobody says anything to my face. Like, I always get people asking for pictures. Like, families and stuff like that. It's never an issue when I'm there. I speak to the police come over to me and they're always like, oh, you look amazing. Or the stewards, you know, every single time that I've gone out. I think it's mostly just the fact that people don't know the difference between indecent exposure and people looking at it and thinking, okay, there's kids there. But in my brain, I'm like, I'm fully covered. Not even my nipples are showing. The only thing that you can see is a bit of underboob if you're looking at me. Like, I'm an object that is to be looked at and sexualized that way. It's just such a shame because obviously, you know, I stand there for hours and I go and have a great time at the game, especially when we win. And then when I come home, I've just had so much abuse this time around. It feels like these days you can't even go on social media to check what people are saying about a game without getting promoted corn. These OF birds are getting...
And you see that Arsenal creator, she is playing the victim after going to the stadium just with the paint on her. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows that you're gonna have a lot of families over there with kids, but oh yeah, because the police officers enjoy it, security and steward, they enjoy me and say, oh, you look cute and amazing. That means everybody else is gonna enjoy that. This is the society that we are living. But all I can tell you right now is put the same paint to a man, like do the same, you know, exchange them sex. And a man, a grown-up man, promoting those kind of stuff and like using also like little girls to promote those kind of activities, immediately he was gonna be in jail for the rest of his life. Why can't the society also accept that we have also to treat people equally? And if girls are doing the same thing to the little boys, they should also face the same consequences.
Out of hand, to be honest. Not to mention, there's always a naked post in the replies of almost every tweet on this platform. Genuinely can't escape it. Some of your favorite meme pages and creators will also post content that is a paid promotion for an OF account or profile, without their young audience even realizing. But the thing is, OF creators aren't just OF creators anymore. They blur the lines between internet personality and corn star, and it's only recently that these football creators have started 18+ accounts to go alongside their newly PG accounts. However, the problem also lies somewhat in Twitter's sweeping changes, with comments being flooded by bots and OF creators with the only line of defense being community notes. And if it's not Twitter, you only have to look at Twitch. Streamers and OF creators are literally allowed to be naked on stream aside from minimal censoring. I'm far from anti-tit, and of course, people who work in that industry can also support a club and enjoy football. However, there is a moral grey area in which these accounts are promoted. Some people could argue that these creators are leeching off of football, but there are so many questionable things in the game, like betting websites as sponsors and a million other things, that it's hard to give too much of a shit about annoying OF creators. Besides, if you really want to get anal about it, softcorn has pretty much been a part of football from the early 90s in Nuts magazines and Page 3, so there's clearly a market for it and needed in society to some degree. Can you really blame them either? They make bag after bag using football to sell their product. It's the free market and it ain't going away anytime soon.
It's an absolute disgrace.
My only problem is like we are corrupting a lot of young minds, a lot of young people growing up now thinking this is my job, because the same OF girls are everywhere now. You go on television, they are presenting shows. You go on sport shows everywhere, they are there. They are becoming like superstars where the young audience are, you know, they admire them. They want to be like them when they grow up. Is this the way we're going to build the society tomorrow?
My mum is on my payroll. My family are
Your
fine.
mum's on your payroll?
My mum is on my payroll.
In what, doing what?
Admin.
What does that mean?
It's just behind the scenes work. She doesn't do anything rude or anything.
How would you feel when you want to have kids yourself?
Well, I mean, I don't really want kids right now.
Didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
Yeah.
And you go, yeah, but look at all my stuff.
They can cry in a Ferrari.